Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Seagull here, and welcome back to another video. So, bro, I literally forgot to play my fights yesterday, so I got only 3 pips for yesterday. So we're going to watch my 3 pips from yesterday and my first 3 fights from today. So it's gonna look a little bit messy in terms of the teams that are available. It's going to be from main account, and at the same time I'm going to speed those fights up because, as I said, that I'm currently still suffering a bit from the virus, so I can't really talk much without my throat getting too sore. Though don't worry about me, I'm fine, I'm gonna be fine. I'm getting far better. Like, we're going to be back on normal schedule, 2 videos a day, maybe back to streaming in a couple of days, like in 1 or 2 days. So I'm fine, so don't worry about it. Just explaining why all the fights are going to be on 2 times speed. So first up, we're going to open up with the fight of Raven and Aquaman. We have sort of Sin on Raven to make sure that she has no power to use her shield, and we have Beta Club on Aquaman to inflict some dot values. And honestly, considering all the teams that I have used here, this might be by far the most efficient one. Though obviously it has Beta Club, so it's not going to be available to use for most of you. Like, what I've done so far and what I'm doing on my secondary account is just spamming percentage health damage against her. That's basically the only thing that works. League of Archy works to an extent if you can put the how is it called again? Kryptonite Spear on Arcanite Batman to make his stuns unblockable. You can get like 100 mil with that, which is not great for League of Archy, but it's something. Over here I use Manta with Sir Green Lantern and Brainiac. So in the previous fight yesterday, we had a fight where we used the same team, but we had Bane instead of Brainiac. So here we're going to go with Brainiac, we're going to stack some lethal in there, and it's going to have the Kryptonite Spear that I talked about equipping on your Predator Batman or Arkham Knight Batman to make League of Archy, Harvey Harley Quinn viable against shield characters. But the interesting fact about this fight is that, a little bit of a spoiler, as we get towards the end, we'll deal, I think, very close to the damage that we did yesterday without Brainiac. And this is usually not the thing that happens. This is a thing that might happen if you have absolutely no lethal attack chance on your Brainiac and the Manta gets no damage. That happens to some people and they're wondering why their Manta deals no damage. But it happened right now, and honestly, if I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together, I think it's because of Sir Green Lantern, because when we have 3 fast attack hits, that mentioning putting just like Flash in the same team as this, it's definitely worth to get that additional lethal attack damage on top of everything else, because it increases the efficiency of lethal attack damage the more hits we deal. But when there's no 3 hits on basic attack hits and there's just 2 of them, I think to an extent, at the very least against this fight specifically, where we couldn't really get the lethal attack stacking out of the way as soon as possible, maybe it was simply not worth to waste the time that we did lethal stacking, so that sucked a bit. Now here against Boss Batman, we're going to have the Batman Who Laughs Deathstroke team. We're going to combo and shock him here, deal as much percentage damage as we can in the first go with Batman Who Laughs. And so we got all the percentage shell damage out of the way. I'm not even gonna check that with our super move. I just know we had like 8 damage values in there with no percentage shell damage. So here with Deathstroke, as I said, to avoid unusual gameplay, and this has proven very useful to me. A strategy that I've been advised about by Dragon Warrior, so thanks again, my dudes. So how you do it is basically you follow the 6-5-4 pattern. You're going to have the base Deathstroke, so he's going to do the second special 6 times, then the first clone is going to do it 5 times, and the third one is going to do it only 4 times. This is to do less percentage health damage in a way to kind of increase your odds of not getting unusual gameplay. I don't know how this works. As far as he explained it, it's simply the logic of just do less of them. But he just puts some numbers to them so he can track them down. But it simply works, my dude. It just works. So that's what we're going to do. That's why we limited ourselves a bit. And yeah, this is not going to be something to keep in mind every single fight, because a lot of fights, your clones are just going to die before they are able to do all their percentage health damages. But it proved very useful to me so far. So yeah, next fight we're going to have Camouflage Aquaman with Raven again. No Beta Club here, not because I wouldn't want to, because I can't. Because this dude over here is going to be immune to dot damage, which sucks. But yeah, we're going to have Camouflage Aquaman with level 8 Firebox, and this is one of the fights where I really don't like the passive bonus is not splitting to all the characters in the team, because I would have loved to put the Firebox on Dr. Fate and put Dark Mail cards on Kim and Aquaman, but sadly that's not going to be the case. But yeah, King is gonna still deal some decent damage, dealing in the millions in terms of basic attack hits, but we're not gonna have the most optimal gameplay in the world either, because we need to constantly tag in and out, mainly because we need to keep the power draining effect going. If you're wondering what artifact allows me to power drain, it's the Sword of Sin, an Advent of Chaos artifact, and that will allow me to keep power draining him, but I need to refresh the power drain before he gets to the super shield, so that he's not able to do that again. So yeah, now, look, I don't know why I wanted to try this again, but I wanted to see how it goes a bit with Nora Snow Globe. So Darkseid's got a passive that will give him some attack for each target that dies. And the things that suck about his passive is that he's going to receive... first of all, he's going to receive attack, and attack is not good. You want damage. Damage is far better than getting attack. But he's going to get a percentage of the attack of each target that dies in that fight. We're going to have just Sick Flash with a few clones die here and see how much damage Darkseid is going to be able to deal. We have Brainiac to stack some lethal. We have some Dark Mail card passive in there. Brainiac back in there, another special one, trying to push him to a corner at the moment. And yeah, Darkseid is by no extent of the imagination a damage dealer. Just wanted to revisit this team to see how it goes, how it vibes, how it does. And boy, I swear I'm gonna lose my mind if I'm gonna get another comment that says, Sigvald, you should have used Parademons. Parademons would have done so much more damage. Just no. No, please go away. But yeah, so in this one, we did ass damage, we did garbage damage. I'm never going to sugarcoat fights where I use a team that people don't usually use, and it doesn't do well, because if I'm gonna say, oh guys, look, we did 40 something mil, that's actually insane, then a new player is gonna watch this video and it's gonna be like, oh, so Darkseid's good, let's build Darkseid as my first character. That's not good. Okay, so he did 59 mil, close to 60 mil, and you might be like, oh, that's not too bad, Sigvald. It's terrible. He's got a level 9 firebox to work with, he's got a Brainiac. We're giving him a lot of resources, got just like Flash, like, and by the way, I have fast actions on him, like, we did all we could for him, and he's still heavily under-delivered, my dudes. So we're going to have a quick cleanup fight here. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.